G'day everybody, Vanny001 here with another commentary on Battlefield Bad Company 2. Yeah, you haven't heard that before, have you? So yeah, running the medic class here today. I had a request from a couple of people for medic gameplay, so I decided to put this up. Just a quick little game we had on Cold War. You're not going to attack very quickly on Cold War, you're not going to get into the base at all. Not playing against us anyway, because we're just not going to let you in. Not bragging or anything, but if you're not going to be sneaky like these guys who just ran across this top hill and dropped down behind, if we weren't watching, we probably wouldn't have seen them. They don't last very long because, yeah, it's got a nice little triple spray right here. Now, I probably would have got all four of them, but, you know, Ozzy got to go and yoink one on me, you know. Kill, steal, and prick he is. No, he probably actually saved my ass because one guy was shooting at me. And I think I would have fucking died if he didn't get that fourth guy right there, picked him up. So I guess he kind of saved my ass. So we like to push right out here, mate. You just got to push up to this front here, cover the left-hand side hill, just off to my left there, and that right-hand side that I'm looking at there. And everything in between's a killing ground, mate. Now you got to remember on, see this guy here, that's trying that sneaky little fucking route over the top. My aim's a little off, it's kind of the first game of the day, so my aim wasn't too great at the moment. So you have to forgive me for that. Always takes me a few games to warm up. So you have to remember too, I've mentioned this in previous videos, you have to designate certain buildings. It's a lot easier for everybody to know, like straight off the bat, what you're talking about. You don't have to go and explain it. It's a lot quicker way to communicate, kind of a shorthand. Now we call this the back L shape. You know, because it's an L-shaped building and it's at the back. So it's a lot easier. If you're still wondering what I mean by that, just think about Lagoon Depressor. Now there's one place in particular we call Log Hill. If you're still wondering what's Log Hill, it's the place with the huge fucking log on it next to B there. And you see that spawn invincibility shit? That shit gets me fucking killed so often, dude. Usually I just keep going. I know I'm not going to get the guy that spawned unless this kind of thing happens and I'm right behind him and he has no idea I'm shooting at him. If they spawn front onto you like that, just go for the guy you're originally going for. Don't try and take out the guy who spawned because he's got that fucking invulnerability. So they're really trying to set up inside our base. That's what you really want to do in Cold War. You don't want to let yourself be spawning back at your original spawn the entire time because it's a parachute drop in and it just takes a lot of time to drop in unless you're spawning on someone who's already on the ground. But typically, you know, you are always parachuting in. Not a lot of people play in squads. If they do, they're playing with randoms who, you know, you can't really communicate with. If you're not going to communicate with people in this game, it's really going to be a tough slog every game. So I suggest, you know, get on the mics and start talking to whoever's in your squad. Make it a lot easier for you to play the game. For some reason on Cold War, they've made it very hard to jump up a lot of these small little hills. Especially that hill just in front of the A crate between those two buildings. It's very hard to jump up, eh? I can understand this part here, because you've got this little walkway here, that's fine. That's dandy right there. But just off to my right there, that tiny little part, it's just so hard to jump up sometimes. Then of course we've got the inevitable snipers sitting up on Everest over there and not actually pushing in on the base and not helping their team very much at all. Might get a few kills, mate, but you're really not helping. If you've been watching my gameplay for a while, you'll notice I don't really like to sit in one spot for too long. I like to keep moving around the map, because you always, if you sit in one spot, you get that kind of tunnel vision going where you only see what's in front of you. Whereas if you're moving around, you're fluid, you're going to see something that maybe you might not have seen if you were just focused on one area of the map. So I do like to keep myself moving around the map. It's a better way to play in my mind. It probably doesn't work for a lot of people, but that's the way I play. So yeah, it's running around quite a bit, but I find it a very useful way to play the game. You don't get bogged down on, you know, seeing just that one person in front of you. You kind of see the whole map as it is. And in saying that, you're going to see me standing here looking down my scope for a while, but I know there's nobody behind us because I've had that sweep around and I just know there's no one back there because I would have been shot by now if there was. I think that was, you know, guy sitting on that right-hand hill there. Got me, he's dropped down behind the tin fences, I think it was. So if you're wondering too why I don't put a lot of kill cams in my footage, I like to cut the clips down so I can save time. I'm not going over 15 minutes. It cuts out that little bit extra so the video's a little shorter, I could fit it all in. So that's the only reason the kill cams aren't in there, it's just to cut down the time on the video a bit. No nefarious reasons or anything like that. Just makes it a lot easier on me to have that video a bit shorter, so I can fit what I need to in 15 minutes. So sorry too, there's no questions in this video tonight. I'm going to be doing that in another video. Just, 6 minutes, so I couldn't get through them all. There's quite a few actually on the new video, which I'm very happy with. Glad people are actually taking the initiative and leaving me some comments and questions and suggestions. As I said, I'm not going to be doing any pistol only, and gotta stop asking about the recon. Probably, I don't know, I won't, but I don't know. Just don't ask, okay? So, wasn't a great KD or anything like that, but I don't usually get those on defenses. These guys tried pushing in, about 4 or 5 of them at the start, but ever since they kind of gave up. Kind of happens on Cold War sometimes. I'll catch you again next time, and thanks for watching.